Ananda alert has been activated for 15-year-old LIESHA Brown of Friendship District, Granville in St. James. Detectives assigned to the Kingston Central Criminal Investigations Branch, CIB, are seeking the public's assistance in locating a witness, SYREEKA RENNICK. Residents of MEZGAR Gardens in St. Thomas are calling on their political representatives to address the long-standing issue of bad roads in their community.
We are marooned into the community. It is in a very, very poor state, and it is not only a security risk, there are other factors that affect us equally.
And the Transport Operator Development Sustainable Services TODSS said the recent toll increase is evidence that the government is insensitive to the plight of transport operators.
Good evening. Jamaica has recorded 15 new cases of COVID-19 and 2 additional deaths from the virus in the last 24 hours. These are 2 females, a 38-year-old from St. Anne, as well as a 62-year-old from St. James. According to the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the latest fatalities pushed the country's death toll to 1,096. Meanwhile, the new cases consist of 10 females and 5 males with ages ranging from 9 years old to 73 years old. This brings the total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country since the outbreak to 50,404. The new cases were recorded as follows: Kingston and St. Andrew with 6, Westmoreland 5 and 1 each in St. Catherine, St. James, St. Mary and St. Thomas. Meanwhile, a total of 1,095 people recovered from the virus in the past 24 hours, bringing the total number of recoveries to 33,699. There are currently 15,245 active cases of the virus on the island. An Ananda alert has been activated for 15-year-old LIESHA Brown of Friendship District, Granville in St. James, who has been missing since Wednesday, June 30. She's of brown complexion, medium build, and about 5 feet 3 inches tall. Reports from the Granville police are that at about 6:40 p.m., LIESHA was last seen at home. Her mode of address at the time she went missing is unknown. All efforts to contact her have failed. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of LIESHA Brown is asked to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-952-3337, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Detectives assigned to the Kingston Central Criminal Investigations Branch, CIB, are seeking the public's assistance in locating a witness who is vital to a case currently before the court. She is SYREEKA RENNICK, or SYREEKA RENNICK, otherwise called Kwan, of Tavares Garden, Kingston 11. RENNICK is scheduled to appear before the Home Circuit Court on Thursday, July 15. SYREEKA RENNICK, or anyone knowing her whereabouts, is asked to contact the Kingston Central Police at 876-922-5076, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Detectives attached to the Kingston Central Police Station have taken a man into custody in relation to the murder of 2 men and the injuring of 3 others on a rum lane in Kingston on Friday, July 2. The deceased men are 29-year-old Oshoy Watson, a chef of White Plate Meadows in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and 25-year-old Ian Reed of Clovelly Road, Kingston. Reports from the Central Police are that at about 1:40 p.m., the men were sitting along the roadway when 2 gunmen approached and fired several shots at them. The police were summoned and they were taken to the hospital, where Watson and Reed were pronounced dead and the other 3 men admitted for treatment. The suspect was picked up during an operation on Monday, July 5, about 11 a.m. and is being questioned following the incident. His identity is being withheld pending further investigations. In other news, residents of MEZGAR Gardens in St. Thomas are calling on their political representatives to address the long-standing issue of bad roads in their community. Here is Colleen May with more on this story.
Residents of MEZGAR Gardens, 13 miles of East Kingston in the parish of St. Thomas, say the condition of the community's road network has been unbearable and has gotten progressively worse due to the passing of Tropical Storm Elsa. In speaking with our news team, a resident of the community, Carleen Flick, said the community has been experiencing this issue for many years and there are several issues faced due to the conditions of the road.
This we have had for many years, been experiencing several difficulties within this community, the road network in particular. The condition of the roads are so poor. It affects persons in various ways. In particular, for me, my vehicle, several trips have to be made to the mechanic. That is just one aspect of it, but there are other areas, other issues such as security concerns, getting into the community. If there are issues as relates to the weather, poor weather condition, as in recent times, we are marooned into the community. It is in a very, very poor state, and it is not only a security risk, there are other factors that affect us equally. If there's any emergency, we can't get out, can't get in. This community really needs attention from the relevant authorities, and we are really seeking that assistance as it is now.
She added that the community needs help to improve the road conditions.
This community is a prime residential community. The majority of the persons here are middle income earners, taxpayers. It's a fairly quiet community, but notwithstanding, we still need help and assistance within this community to improve the condition of the roads in particular, and wherever else we can get assistance in terms of security, other facilities, to accommodate the citizens within this community. We would sincerely appreciate it.
Community members say they are optimistic due to the construction of the highway from Harborview to St. Thomas and ask that the community roadways be fixed as well.
My name is Cleveland Clark. I'm living in the parish of St. Thomas, 13 miles in Thomas MEZGAR Garden. We have been having a serious plight in terms of our road conditions. I've been here over 15 years. We have been lobbying or trying to get the assistance to aid with our road from the Member of Parliament and Councillor, to no avail. We are in a desperate plight right now. Many a times we have community members who are marooned because the condition of the road is they are unable to traverse on it. So please, Jamaica, whatever can be done, and the authorities, we do seek and need your help, desperate help.
Reporting for Mello TV News, I'm Colleen May.
Thanks, Colleen. And still in the news, Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Everald Warmington, says close to $200 million will be allocated to carry out much-needed infrastructural roadworks in the parishes of Westmoreland and Hanover. The minister, who toured sections of central Westmoreland along with other ministry officials and a team from the National Works Agency, NWA, recently stated that while the resources are not available to do all they would like, the goal is to do as much upgrade on roads across the island as possible. Minister Warmington said representation has been made to the ministry about roads in sections of Westmoreland and Hanover that are badly in need of repairs. He added that the government is also looking at some new initiatives to have people moving more efficiently and ultimately driving up their productive capacity. The Transport Operator Development Sustainable Services, TODSS, which represents taxi and minibus operators, said the recent toll increase is evidence that the government is, quote, insensitive to the plight of transport operators, end quote. In a statement yesterday, the association questioned the move. The group further stated that the sector is silently grieving at this time, and the increase in toll fees has now allowed them to be what they described as a lamb to the slaughter. The TODSS also said, quote, "It is impossible for us to survive, and the only thing we can do is to encourage or is to continue to urge the government to recognize the sector as a group in need of a bailout at this time, as the toll yearly increase is like a millstone around the neck of the over 700 operators that use that space," end quote. The toll increases came into effect last weekend, with the east-west leg of Highway 2000 seeing an increase between $20 and $110. And those are some of the stories making news. We will return with other stories, with the St. James Municipal Corporation moving to create a structured platform for street vendors in Montego Bay, as well as news that the National Water Commission, NWC, is reporting that operations at its Pitford Deep Well in St. James has been suspended due to a damaged cable at the facility. But first, let's take a break and then join Christopher Scott with sports.